Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Legit's Cooking Lab, where everything I do is legit. Got legit ingredients, legit meats. Everything is legit. Well, tonight what I'll be doing is some carne fritas with some fried sweet bananas. Well, these are yellow plantains. Make sure that these are the ones that are sweet, because you can tell by the black spots. And then the regular plantains that you make like tostones and stuff like that are the green ones. So what you're gonna need for this is a packet of sazon, whichever brand you prefer, and the same amount of adobo seasoning, again whichever brand that you prefer, and at least teaspoon of garlic powder. And what I did was, last night before I went to bed, I seasoned it into the meat and I left it in the fridge, because if you leave it in there, the longer the better the flavor will be. So yeah, let's get started. The first step I'm gonna do is make sure that I heat up my oil in the pan on medium heat, because what I want to do is I want to cook the inside, then I'll fry it on hard, so I get that nice crispiness on the outside, but yet it'll still be juicy. And alright, let's get to it. Alright, part two is, well, still step one. What you're going to do is, as you're heating up the oil, you can either do two things. One, grab a wooden spoon, and at the end of it, stick it down. And if you see it starting to fry up, that means the oil is ready to go. Or, as you turn on the oil, you can splash a little bit of water off of your fingers in it, and you see how it's popping. As soon as it stops popping, that means it's good to go. So we're going to wait a little bit. Alright, as you can see, the crackling has come to a stop. So what we're going to do is start putting the meats in. As you can see how it starts to pop up nice and crisp. Oh, this is going to be so good. And you don't want to overcrowd it either, because then it's going to lower the temperature. And all you're going to get is steamed pork and frying oil. Kind of weird, but you know what I mean. So as soon as this batch is done, I'll show you. I'm gonna fry it about 7 to 8 minutes. Remember, you just want to cook it. You ain't trying to get it crispy right now, because then if you do, you're gonna have some raw meat and you're gonna blame me while you getting sick. I don't want that. Alright, see you on the next step. Alright YouTube, this is my third batch of pork meat, which is pork shoulder, because it's, I chose that one because it has a tender part of the meat. But anyways, this is how it should be looking like after 8 minutes of frying. So I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to scoop it out, throw it in here. And remember, I had this on medium heat. I was frying it on medium heat because I wanted to cook the inside. And then the fun part's going to come now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to crank up the heat on high and wait 1 minute. And then I'll throw them back in and fry them for at least a minute, so that the outside will be nice and crispy, but the inside will be juicy and moist. Alright guys, it has been 1 minute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the big chunks in. Let it fry the skin outside. I'm sorry, no skin. Let it fry out on the outside. Oh, this is going to be so good, fellas. It's going to be real good. One nice hard skin on the outside. For a minute or two. Want a nice dark brown color. See, it's almost looking like crackling. As you can see, so I'm lifting it up. You see how that skin is crisping up? Oh my God, it's gonna be real delicious, guys. Ah, burn my finger. Some more you got me. Okay, see how it's cracked, crisping up, nice and. Alright, so what I'm going to do after it's crackling up, I'll show you the end product when I put it on the plate. But as you can see right here, see how it's crisping up on the skin on the outsides? I'll show you how it looks. But the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pork meats out, put it on a bowl with napkins so it can absorb the oil. And then I'll be taking my sweet bananas and I'll be throwing them in there and frying it about 5 to 7 minutes, or until you feel that it's kind of hard but still fluffy, almost like a potato. Alright, so let me get to this and I'll show you the final product. You see how the plantains are looking a little golden brown? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out, and I'm also going to put them in a bowl with napkins, let them soak up the oil. Then I'm going to throw just a little bit of salt to balance out the sweetness. And the reason why I chose plantains with Carne Frita is because, you know, from the saltiness of the meat. Not saying that it's salty, I'm just saying it has salt. And it's going to balance out as I take a bite of that and the banana. And what I'm going to do is I like garnishing my pork with little slices of onion. To me it tastes good together, but if you don't like onions, you don't need to add that. But alright YouTube, this is my version of carne fritas with some onions on top, sweet plantains, and a side of rice. And you can tell as I'm picking it up, it's nice and crispy on the outside. So let's take a bite and show you the inside. As you can see, it's juicy. Watch. Look at that tenderness. Look at that, it's breaking apart. Just me touching it. So if you want to do it my way and always have nice juicy tenderness pork, catch me on my channel, Legit's Cooking Lab, where everything I do is legit, and I'll be coming up with some more dishes. And you can also request, and I will try to make those happen for my viewers. Thank you, and you guys have a great night. Man, look at that. I just can